Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and here we have one of the brand new big guns in the game. This Vegeta gets an awakening into a 50% support type unit. We've already done a video on Kid Gohan and shown how ridiculous he can be, and not only how ridiculous he is, but he's ridiculous in the Legendary Goku event, Super Battle Road, damn near everywhere. He is just crazy. This Vegeta is also no exception. He is crazy in a lot of different places. You do have to farm up the Super Strike medal to go ahead and awaken this guy, which is funny because, like, I almost want to pull that medal up real quickly because that medal, dude, is used to awaken, I feel like, a lot of different units. Let me take a quick double look at this. Okay, so you awaken the physical Vegeta from the 3-year anniversary. There's also the Super Strike Vegeta himself, and then also this Vegeta. So 3 different Scouter Vegetas awaken from it. Okay, so not too many. But, alright, we went ahead and awakened this guy. He's rainbowed. Let me level him up, and we'll test him out on a few of these different category teams he's on. He is very good. Alright, guys, so this Vegeta is a problem, right? So we're here on the Pure Saiyan team. He's on several different category teams. Now, the one thing I would say is that this Vegeta is not really as good of a fit on his category teams with that 50% buff of his to Extreme Int. It's not going to be as useful on his category teams as it would be for, say, Gohan, right? Gohan is a lot easier going to be able to buff Super Int types on his category teams, but Vegeta's still going to be able to put out like a 1.62 million attack stat. I didn't check his defense, but it's probably well over 150k right there. He has a chance of stunning. He does stack his attack. He is just honestly a dirty, dirty boy, right? The other thing, too, that is good, though, is that any Int-type units, he is going to still give the key, right? That's the big thing about these support-type units is the actual attack and defensive buff is only to extreme, you know, for Vegeta or super for Gohan, but the key buff, that is for all Int-type characters. So, you know, if you've got some Int-type characters here on the team, they're still going to be able to get a pretty nice buff from our boy Vegeta here. So I'm just really, the way I'm trying to do this here is I'm just trying to make sure that our boy Vegeta next turn will have a nice amount of orbs for him to work with. He does also change a random key sphere to Int, just like Kid Gohan does, which is very helpful. You know, of course, he gets the same 20% attack and defensive buff as Kid Gohan. I would say the one area where Vegeta is superior is probably Link Set. Looking at that Link Set of his, man, Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Prodigies, like, I feel like on Extreme Int specifically, his Link Set is very good. In particular, the fact that he has Big Bad Bosses is going to be very, very helpful. Okay, so I think I could do this right here. And then our boy Vegeta is going to be able to get a nice amount of orbs. Okay, we're going to do this. And Vegeta will be able to get a nice amount of orbs. How much? Okay, so he's at 78k defense right here. I'm not going to be able to check, but his defense is probably going to jump to 150 or 160k at minimum, I would say. That's another reason these support type units are so wild, is that, you know, they give themselves that 50% defensive buff, which, you know, obviously works because Vegeta's Extreme Int. But then he also gets the 20% defense per orb. Now, Gohan raises defense on his super attack. Obviously, you know, this Vegeta does not do that, but it doesn't make him any less impressive, right? I hope Turles does not finish 17 off. Don't crit. And of course he did. Okay, well, we did get to see a turn of Vegeta anyway. Let's go ahead and move on to another category team. Alright guys, now we're over here on the Vegeta Family team. Now again, one of the big things I do want to stress about this Vegeta is that he is strong enough to use without even worrying about, like, you know, giving that 50% buff to Extreme Int, right? Like, he's strong enough by himself. So, I don't know, maybe if you're, like, on a reroll account or something like that, like, I never really recommend rerolling. I think rerolling is generally a bad idea. But, you know, if you are on, like, a rerolled account, you can get this guy with a couple copies or something like that. He's definitely going to be a strong option for these teams. I mean, look at those orbs. He's at 150k defense. Like, that's very impressive. Now, we do have one of the units on this team that he can really buff, and that is, of course, the Int LR Prime Battle Super Saiyan Vegeta. If we have this Vegeta on a rotation with him, I mean, that's the extra 50% attack. You know, that's an extra 3 Int-type key that could really be good for him. I gotta imagine he probably has royal lineage as well. Let me double check. He does. Okay. So he's going to get 4 ki. Well, no, he probably has Shattering Limit as well. So he's going to get 6 ki from our boy Vegeta here. That's a pretty good number right there. Plus, they should... I imagine he's also got Saiyan Warrior Race as well as Prodigies. Let me just quickly double check this. Okay, so into LR Vegeta does not have Saiyan Warrior Race, but he does have Prodigies, so they link up very well. They're just very, very strong units together, right? That's going to be incredibly helpful. Okay, I think I'm going to use both active skills here. I actually would like to finish this Gohan off, because I'm looking at it, a lot of times when I'm doing showcases, right? Like, okay, so we start this turn out. The worst would be, like, if I would do a lot of damage to this Gohan, but, like, you know, he's left with, like, 1 or 2 health bars. If one of these Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas can crit, we'll be able to finish this Gohan off on turn 1 right here. But, like, I'm just trying to expel all of my power right here to get this future Gohan phase done, so that, like, next turn when I've got, like, LR Prime Battle Vegeta, neither of them crit. Dude, come on. Sometimes, like, it is hard to explain, but, man, sometimes these showcases can get very, very frustrating when stuff like that happens. It's like, oh, come on. Here, let me do this, and then that will give us an 18 ki super attack. Again, I really want to finish this phase of Gohan off, because if not, we're not going to be able to see both Prime Battle Vegeta and Scouter Vegeta super attack in the same turn, which I really want to have happen. So I'll probably cut, and then we'll go back into an event. Yep. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you're such butt cheeks. I'm sorry. You are just not, he's not nearly as good as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, man. It's like, initially, okay, counter, no crit, of course. Initially, I was like, yeah, Goku's way better. And then as time went on, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't know. Vegeta, he's not too bad. But now it's like, nah, Vegeta sucks, man. Goku's 100 times better. If you do not get a crit right here, I'm going to be very salty. He had better, all these attacks, one of them needs to be a crit. Trash. What a trash man this Vegeta is. So what is that? What? So we did 5 attacks from Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on that turn and no crits whatsoever. Okay. You are just so butt cheeks. Okay. So what I'm going to do right here, we do want to get the LRB Pan active skill going. And I think I'm probably also going to give this buff, I guess. We're going to go ahead and give the key to Int LR Prime Battle Vegeta. It is pretty rare that we're able to see his 18 ki super attack. He has over 100k defense as well. Again, that is from, you know, Vegeta. Support Vegeta being on rotation, giving a 50% defensive buff. What's his attack stat going to be? 3 million. Not bad. Between the active skill and then Scouter Vegeta, you know, linking up very well and then just giving him that massive buff from his support type ability. That's a pretty good turn for LR Prime Battle Vegeta. I don't know. I mean, honestly, that was a pretty good showing. Like, this is really the one big extreme int unit that is on any of these real category teams that Vegeta can even really buff, right? Because, like, if you look at the other ones, like, on the Planet Namek Saga team, it's like, who are you going to buff? Like, free-to-play Ginyu? Like, no. Then, like, you know, on the Pure Saiyan team, it's like, you know, either that LR Prime Battle Vegeta or, like, you know, free-to-play Dragon Ball Super Broly and Paragus. Like, there's not a lot of extreme int-type units on these same categories as Vegeta, except for this guy, the LR Prime Battle Vegeta. And, of course, like, on the Pure Saiyan team, you can't even use LR Prime Battle Vegeta. Well, I mean, if you're using Transforming Vegeta, right? I guess if you go ahead and use Evolution Blue Vegeta, you can. But, okay, let's go to the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team now, and I'll probably let Vegeta build up his attack stat a little bit, and we'll see how nasty he can get. Alright, guys, so here we have a pretty good rotation for our boy Vegeta on the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team. This could potentially be a plus 4 million attack stat for our boy Vegeta, which is going to be very interesting. I believe I do have some items up. Let me go ahead and pop this Android 8 just for the little bit of extra defense here, just to make sure that we survive. Now we'll go ahead and activate LRB Pan's active skill as well. And again, I think we're probably going to see this Vegeta past a 4 million attack stat, which, you know, obviously is going to be very impressive for, you know, what is a support type unit, right? Like, it's not like he's exactly, you know, some crazy, like, LR or something like that. Like, you know, just from the int type banner, he's going to be able to do, yeah, 4.42. Look at that. I mean, that's the power of stacking attack. That a 4 million attack stat, and then he also would be giving a 50% attack buff to any other extreme int units on rotation. Just So crazy. Just honestly, so crazy, so insane. They really did a very good job with these support type units. Alright, so this right here is Unlimited Saiyan Potential Vegeta. His leader skill is Extreme Int Key 4 and 120% of stats, so I am going to be doing a video where I take both of these units into Dokkan Battlefield just to show off how dominant they will be. That's definitely going to be their absolute best place because their leader skills are incredible. You know, their effects are going to be so good in Dokkan Battlefield. That 50% attack and defensive support that both Vegeta and Gohan have are going to be on full display. They're just going to be absolutely crazy there, right? Vegeta's super attack is the Gallic Eraser, which stacks attack, does supreme damage, and has a medium chance of stunning the enemy. So that's going to make this Vegeta very good in Super Battle Road as well. We will definitely be taking him into there. His passive skill, Saiyan Potential, gives Int type Key 3. Then he gives Extreme Int types 50% attack and defense, that ridiculous number. Then he also randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to Int key spheres. Again, gonna be absolutely insane for Dokkan Battlefield on an Int team. And then he also gets 20% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. Just a ludicrous card, really. They do so much. He's going to be very defensive, very offensive. I do like Kid Gohan a bit better, but this Vegeta is able to get a higher attack stat. That's for damn sure. Now, the one area where I think Vegeta is better than Kid Gohan is his links, where he has Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Big Bad Bosses, Prodigies, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, and Shattering the Limit. I mean, Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, and Brutal Beatdown on a unit that's already giving 50% attack to Extreme Int. Many Extreme Int units have some of those links. Think of Janemba has got Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses. Does Janemba have Brutal Beatdown? I don't think he does. Let me just double check. Janemba does have Brutal Beatdown. And I know Janemba has Nightmare and Big Bad Bosses, so that is very interesting. He links up unbelievably with Janemba. What is that? 25, 35, 45% attack from links plus 50% attack from his passive. So he's going to make Int Janemba a very dirty boy, that's for sure. Vegeta's 12 key multiplier is 145%. I believe that's a little bit higher than Gohan's. I think Gohan is at 140%. So I think that's a little bit of an advantage for Vegeta. And then finally, Vegeta is on several category teams. Now here, of course, is where Kid Gohan has an advantage over Vegeta. Kid Gohan fits way better on his category teams than this Vegeta does. Again, Vegeta's still good on all these teams, but Kid Gohan on like the Dragon Ball Seekers team or the Hybrid Saiyan team is just like beyond belief good. Whereas, you know, Vegeta is just like super good, right? So his first team is a Planet Namek Saga team. Definitely greatly enhanced by both Vegeta and Kid Gohan. That team really needed it. Then he's also over here on the Pure Saiyan team, which obviously does not need him, but he's still useful on it regardless. Then he's also on the Secrets of the Dragon Ball team, which certainly this guy is going to be pretty good. You know, for the Legendary Goku event, you're probably going to want to go with this Vegeta right over here. But, you know, this new Int Vegeta is going to be very good on it as well. And then finally, he is over here on the Vegeta Family team where, you know, he definitely could be a very decent card. So there we go. There is the 50% support Vegeta. Absolutely fantastic. Dokkan did a great job. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.